Hey everyone, these are the sales from Monday. Starting off the week pretty well. Kind of a good mix of stuff, just no clothing items. I do have one payment pending for a $20 Tech Deck big board. That was sold on Sunday, but they haven't paid yet, so hopefully it'll come through soon. Starting off, Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3. This one is complete, sold for 22 bucks shipped. Also got 4 car styling quarterly books. These came out of a big lot I bought. I sold the 1 through 4 for like 150. I sold another set for 40. And then these 4 right here, 9 through 12, sold on the best offer of 60. So that's pretty good. Don't remember how much I paid for these Daughters of the Moon book. There's that many of them, however many that is. I had some ones called Sons of the Dark. Someone messaged me. I had them at 35 for those, plus 3 Sons of the Dark ones. Person said they don't want the Sons of the Dark, they just want these. Well, I accept an offer of 30 instead of 35, so I said sure. I think I paid 5 for all of them, maybe 7. So happy to get rid of those. And now I have a couple of extra books lying around. Here's a Sony Handycam. This one was sold for parts. It does kind of work, but has a couple issues. Sold this for, there's the model. Sold this for 40 on a best offer, shipped. Original Xbox came out of that $250 game lot. Tested it did work. Had a chance to play Halo on it, so that was pretty fun. No controllers, nothing but the power cord and the AV cable. And that sold for $55 shipped. It's going to Arkansas. These things are heavy. That's the only downside to these, so I got to get them cheap if I'm going to buy them. Like I said, this one just came out of a lot, so I didn't really pay anything for it. I didn't factor it in when I bought it. But you got to be careful because they're super heavy. And then lastly, a whole box full of Care Bears. There's quite a few I've jammed in here. These I usually pick up for like $1 or less if I find them, and then I try to make a huge lot. And then I sold these on a full price sale of, 70 shipped. So that's a pretty big box. I want to say there's like 10 of them in there, or 8 of them, something like that. So pretty cool. 70 bucks. I think I probably had at most maybe $15 in them. I'd probably pick them up again to lot them together as long as I can get them for like 50 cents or $1. So pretty cool. If anything else sells, I'll let you know. Hey everyone, one more sale from Tuesday. The Simmons Beauty Rest Control here. Paid $4 plus I think 30% off at Savers. This sold for 21 shipped. You're going to priority padded flat rate. Hey guys, 6 sales from Tuesday so far. Probably won't have any more tonight. It's almost the end of the day actually. So I want to get these packed up. I want to show you before they go out. Pretty cool Packers t-shirt here. It's an older one, I think from the 90s or maybe early 2000s. Probably 90s though. I paid $4 for this plus tax. Sold it on the best offer for 23. I was hoping to get 25, but it's been getting a lot of offers in the 20s. So I finally got someone to go up to 23, and I just took it to get rid of it. Finally got rid of some clothes, so that's cool. Clayton Kershaw Wilson, A2000. This is a good glove to look out for. The A2000s or A2Ks by Wilson do really well. You can kind of see, hopefully, that's a Clayton Kershaw model. Paid $50 for this on OfferUp. A guy played college baseball, graduated and was done playing. Wanted to get some cash, so for $50 I bought it. Sold it for $125 at a best offer. So that'll go in a regional A box. And we'll probably make like $40 when we're done with it, maybe. 45 maybe, so pretty good. Some more car styling books that I've been selling. These ones are the later ones. They're not in the hardcover. They're just paperback ones. Sold these 5 right here for $55 on a best offer. They're going global shipping. This is the big Tech Deck I bought for $1. Mullet Boy, I guess. I don't know. Paid $1. Sold that for $28 on a best offer. Little Yoshi game here. Came out of a Game Boy lot. Sold this for $12. So happy with that. And lastly, the Tascam 234. It does power up. Came out of an electronics lot for $50. Already sold the Bose for $130. This came with it. It does power up. I can hear the motor working, but I'm guessing the belts are bad because it won't play a cassette. Everything else seems to function. I sold it for $175 shipped, full price sale. I had best offer on it. Earlier, someone offered me $140. I declined because they were too far away for me to ship it. This person came through and lives in Arizona, and they bought it for full price. So Should be pretty good there. It's going to be a beast to pack up. just because of the weight. So it'll probably end up going FedEx, I'm guessing. But it's pretty heavy. Luckily, it's going one state over, so we'll probably spend 40 bucks on shipping. But again, at this point, I've already made all my money from that lot, and I still have other stuff that's pending. So even though it's expensive to ship, we'll be happy to get it out of here. Hey everyone, we ended up having another sale tonight at Tommy Bahama, size large. Kind of see the pattern there. Pretty cool one. Paid $4 for this at a Goodwill. I don't pay more than $5 usually for Tommy Bahamas now. They used to go for a lot more, and now I can only get about 20 for them. So this sold for 20 shipped. Hey everyone, here are the sales from Wednesday. Really good day today. No clothing items, but a lot of good hard goods moved out. I want to say we're probably over 300 by now in total sales. So we'll jump right in. $100 for the Canon AE1 untested. You can see there. Bought this for $10, I believe, at a garage sale. Just listed untested for $100 best offer, and someone bought it full price to New York. I'll ship it, wrap it in a lot of bubble wrap, and then put it in a medium flat rate. So pretty cool there. These Radica Cube Worlds sold. Actually, 3 of them work well. 1 doesn't work, and 2 kind of work sporadically. There's one that doesn't work. That one kind of goes on and off. I think one of them needs another battery. So basically, I sold them for as is for parts for best offer $35. If you get them all working, they can do really well. I probably had $5 or $6 plus a couple bucks in batteries. So happy to get rid of them. Wish more of them would have worked though. Zelda 4 Swords came out of the $10 video game lot. That sold for $30 shipped. Cuisinart DLC 8 stem. Look out for these stems in the Cuisinart. These get overlooked a lot. I found one that was just in a bag of stuff one time and sold it for like 14 bucks. This one sold for 13 or 14 as well. Wearing Pro waffle maker, the professional one. Paid 15 for this. Tested it out. It does work. Sold it for 15. Sorry about the noise with the Radicas. They go on forever. Shouldn't have actually clicked the buttons. Animal Crossing, 18 bucks, disc only, also from that video game lot, so that was cool. This is a Breadman TR2200C pan and paddle is what they call it. I actually had them as 2 separate listings. I don't sell them together just so I can make a little bit more money. And same person bought them both. 15 on the paddle and 30 on the pan. So it'll probably cost 10 or so to ship them in a box going priority, and then we'll make whatever the difference is. I think I paid $5. 3 Cutcos sold within a day. These are 1059s. Right there. Learn this brand. Buy this brand. It is awesome for knives. I picked up these for $2 each plus tax, and then I had 30% off at Savers. Had to buy them individually, but even if I paid $5 or so after my discount, I sold 3 of them for $60. Awesome deal. And lastly, another Yadro sold. I didn't write that, but I guess they listed it as a boy with a Roman look holding a dove. It's actually called, I forgot the number of it, but I'll show you what he looks like. He's upside down, but good little guy there. He's got a little dove. I guess they put Roman because of the attire he has, but this came out of that $100 Yadro lot that I bought. I've already made quite a bit of money. This is not as valuable as one. It sold for best offer as $65. I had it listed at $100. It's going to California, so it's local, so shipping will be fine, and I just wanted to get rid of it. So I'm happy to get rid of that. So that's everything. If anything else comes through, I'll let you know. Hey guys, another item sold here. This is a UCLA Coliseum sports jersey, number 21. No player jersey or anything. Size large. Sold for 32 shipped. Had it for a long time. Paid $10. We'll still make money on it. Probably wouldn't pay 10 in the future. Hey everyone, here are the sales from Thursday. Yep, Thursday. Really great day. Actually had 2 clothing things sell. Obey Propaganda crew neck. Paid like $3 or $4 from Savers a while back. Sold that for best offer $26. Probably going padded flat rate. Sold this awesome Carhartt vest. I may have shown it in a recent video. It's only been up for a little while. You can see there's a couple little marks here. But the reason I bought it was this thing is huge. Focus hopefully. There it is, 5XL, so big jacket. So this is big boy clothing right here for sure. There's a good look at it. I paid like $8 for this at Savers after my discount, and I sold it for $50 shipped, even with the condition concerns. So they're clearly documenting the listing. The thing is, there were no 5XLs of a vest like this up there. So if you're looking for something like this, you don't really have many choices. So happy about that. Biggest sale combined number-wise is all these car styling books. You've seen me sell a couple other ones in the past this week and maybe the week before. I finally sold the rest of them to one person. I had like 9 listings left, and he offered me like 40 on most of them, 50 on one set, and then 22 on these 2 small ones. And I took it. It ended up being like $312 for all that. So I think I paid 40 or 50 for everything I had a long time ago, and then I've already sold one set for 150, a couple for 55, a couple, I think one for 45 or something like that. So made plenty of money on these type of lots so far, so cannot complain, and I was happy to get rid of them at a little lower price, but move them all at once. These things are super heavy, so I'm not shipping a medium mail actually, because I think technically someone told me they classify as a magazine because there are ads inside of here, I believe. So I hadn't been shipping a media anyways, but what I'm going to do is basically split them how they are here and into separate boxes, and then I'll probably ship them Smart Post or FedEx home delivery, whichever is cheaper. If you have a huge lot of media mail and it's going to be heavy, be careful putting it all in one box. I've had the biggest trouble with large, heavy media mail boxes getting either delayed or broken open or lost. If it's too heavy, it seems like there can be an issue where it just gets stuck somewhere, maybe because the post office doesn't want to move it. So sometimes I found it's better to split them up, print 2 shipping labels, and attach both the tracking and just message the buyer and tell them it's in split into 2 packages. So media mail wise, you're not going to usually lose too much shipping that way. So keep an eye out for that. Just a little tip that I do. These ones will go, like I said, FedEx though. So these edition machines, I think I showed these recently. Bada bing, bada boom. Paid $1 each. They're by Lakeshore. I listed them for $35 shipped, and they sold. So I'll probably put them in a medium flat rate just because they're a little bit bulky and weight wise, and we'll still probably make $10 to $15 on that. So pretty cool there. There's a Game Shark game in here, or disc in here. There it is. The code, code disc right there. This came out of the big video game lot I had, so I sold this for $15 shipped. Noise suppressor came with a couple of Radio Shack, Cobra, scanners I bought. I got 2 of these with it and another piece. I sold this for $25 shipped. This little clicker device, I think, was actually brand new. It came in the packaging, but the packaging was all destroyed. It was open, but I don't think this thing has really been used. I sold this for $35 shipped. Out of the $15 electronics slot, got this realistic micro cassette tape recorder. So I don't know what I paid percentage-wise, but this sold for $20 shipped within like a day or 2. And also out of the same lot, this Radio Shack Pro 2052 scanner. It does work, tested it, came out of that same lot, and this sold for $60 shipped. So you definitely want to test these, plug them in if you have the power cords, or if they need batteries, if it's a portable one, and find out what your local station is, the frequency for like the police or the fire, and set it to that and just let it play for a while and see if it connects to that frequency with someone saying something. It's good to make sure that it works. Don't just show that it powers up, because some of them have issues. So definitely test them, but that sold for $60 shipped. So that's everything right now. Unless something else sells, I'll let you know. Otherwise, we'll see what happens on the weekend. Hey everyone, different location here. These are the weekend sales. Not a whole bunch going on this weekend, but we had a really good week, so you can't really complain too much. Like I always say, try to be thankful for what you do have. It's awesome to be able to make money on the side for me, doing eBay, not conventional, job, and try to be grateful even when things are a little bit slow, because sometimes you have lower points and sometimes you have really, really good days. So I think we're at 360 or 370 right now for the weekend, which is it's better than my goal, which is 100 a day. But would like to see a little bit more. I think we had over 400 a couple times this week in one day. So what we do have here, kind of a good mix. We sold 2 clothing items. This is a Troy Lee Designs jacket. It's a women's jacket. I paid $2. I've had it for probably 6 to 8 months, but it finally sold for 30 shipped, so that was pretty cool, probably because it's getting cooler out. This one is a Ravens NFL pullover, Baltimore Ravens, nothing special. I paid $4 or $5 at the Goodwill, sold that for $35 full price, so that was cool. This is a bunch of Pokemon cards. I'm not going to pull them all out, but there are a lot of the early sets and a lot of first editions. As you can see, the little one right there, that's the first edition where my thumb is. There's a couple holographics in there. These came out of a bunch of Pokemon cards. I already sold the majority of them already. These are just kind of the better ones or the first edition early ones, and I sold these for $35 shipped, so that was cool. American Girl doll, I paid $20 for her. She did have some outfits as well. I sold them, I think, for 15 or 20 shipped. And then I sold her for a best offer of 60 shipped. So we probably made 25 or 30 bucks in the whole deal between that and the outfits. I usually do separate out the doll with the outfits because sometimes some of the outfits do really well. PS2 game, the Guy game, paid $1 or $2 for that. Sold that for 35 shipped. Here's a Cuisinart DLC 8, I believe. Yep. Processor lid and the little chute here. This one's, they call it like the amber one, I think, because of the color on it. This one sold for 35 shipped, so that was cool. That was off a $10 Cuisinart, and I still have the bowl plus the pusher to sell. This little Code 1 carbon monoxide alarm, paid $2.50 for this. It sold for 20 shipped. It's pretty light, actually. I'm hoping it'll still go first class. If not, we'll probably only make about $5 on it. But if it does go first class, we'll do even better. Here's that Farberware Perfect Heat Control. Sold this for 30 shipped. So it's awesome. Paid $2 or $3 for the full unit, and I just parted out this piece, so pretty cool. A little Clydesdale Briar Horse. I got this for $2 or $3, I think. Sold them for 25 shipped. I knew this one would sell. The Clydesdales do pretty well, so that was awesome. And lastly, the sale that I'll probably end up eating money on later. I paid $20 for this. It is a module to adjust settings on your Jeep. They have them for all different kinds of vehicles. One of my friends, I mentioned before, Josh, he sold me this for $20. He said, yeah, this one does not VIN lock. Because what happens is when you buy these and you set it up, hook it up to a car or Jeep or whatever, it locks to that VIN. So someone else can't take the same unit and then go make adjustments on their car. It's locked to one VIN. You can unlock it through the program, and then it'll release it and it can go to other units, but it can only be locked to one at a time. He said this one doesn't VIN lock, or it can be unlocked. He had done some research on it, so I saw they sold pretty well, kind of threw it in a whole lump. He wanted $20 for it. I'm sure I paid less once we bundled everything, but I looked it up and realized it does VIN lock just like all the other ones, and I bought one before that I sold for like $30 that I wasn't sure if it was VIN lock. Someone said they would take a chance on it, so for a different unit, but I listed it and said it's not. It may or may not be VIN locked. I was hoping someone local to me would come and make a $30 offer and I could just get rid of it. I had it listed at $80 or best offer, and I had changed everything and said it was sold as is. Someone bought it for full price, $80, and then I sent them a message and said, you do realize this is VIN locked. It's clearly in the listing, the title, the description, or it may be VIN locked, I said. I'm not sure. Sold untested as is. No refunds. Haven't heard back yet, so I'm not going to pack it up just yet. I'm going to give them one more day to see if they respond. If not, I'll go ahead and ship it. Worst case, I'm probably going to lose $10 on the shipping out there if there is some kind of a return issue, but hopefully it's not VIN locked and we lucked out. I will not be buying these anymore, and I wanted to show you guys, not for being proud of the sale, but more so as hopefully information you guys can use to avoid these unless you're positive they're new or you're the original owner and you can unlock it from the VIN. These are modules that you adjust cars with. They have all different kinds, trucks, Jeeps, but be careful because they do get VIN locked and they're useless. I don't know. I looked online to see if people have figured out a way to unlock them, but didn't seem like people have. So just so you know, it's more of an informative. Hopefully it'll work out for me in this case, but if not, we'll eat a little bit. That's just part of the game. But I figured it was still a good lesson for anybody else who might see these. If anything else sells, I'll let you know. And you can see they are expensive, $159. This one was purchased for. So it is. I'll show you the inside while we're here. It was in the original plastic, but it's opened. So aside from that, there's like no damage on or anything. So I don't know if it was, but I'm assuming since it was opened, it probably was used. So we'll see. Again, more of an informative piece. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And hope you guys are doing well. Take care. Hey guys, one more thing to add. I already started packing it up. It's a thing of Hot Rod, old magazines, kind of hard to see. I bubble wrapped it. These won't go media, so I'm actually going to put them in a regional A. There's 28 of them here. I paid $5 for all of them, I think, maybe 10. And I sold them for 50 shipped. One more sale I forgot about. This is an Oak Hill Carmelo Anthony jersey. I paid like $1 for it. It had all this staining here. I thought I might be able to get it out, but I couldn't, so I listed it for 12 or 13 shipped, and it sold. So free shipping on there, but we'll still make maybe $5. Hey guys, one more sale that I already started packing up. It's a 360 console with power cord and the HDMI. Sorry, that's my little guy in the background. It comes with a 20 gig hard drive. I paid $25 for the system with a couple controllers and some games. Sold this for 55 shipped. It's going to Washington. I'm guessing 15 to 20 on the shipping. This will make most of my money back, and then I'll sell the controllers and the games for the rest. Take care.